This is Edwin Camargo speaking, and I am exposing or showing you my Unit 2 task. This is a workshop where we have to complete a lesson plan. So I work in a school, the name of the school, and also I select the sixth grade. There are 23 students in that group, and we are working. We are in October, so we are working on the fourth bimester, for unit, and the topic is possessive adjectives, and the name of or title of the topic is gonna be "It is my work." It is my book. Sorry, it is not your book. So it is my book. It is not your book. Focus on the speaking skill. I use one of the Colombia National Standard from the cartilla número 22, describing to short phrases the people, places, objects, situations related to the topics and situations that result close to me from the cartilla número 22. From Bloom's taxonomy, I use the six. Remember to identify different possessive adjectives. In the understanding part, to relate correctly each possessive adjective with their corresponding personal pronoun. In the apply part, to use the possessive adjectives while describe with simple sentences description related to the environment. Analyze to revise and correct sentences by placing the proper possessive adjectives according with the corresponding pronoun. What is gonna be evaluated? So evaluate to participate, propose, and do activities with total respect. It is very important to promote the good development of the class activity. Create in the creation part to describe the environment, actions, and people with the use of possessive adjectives. Okay, the rubric is the student relates correctly at the end of the the lesson. The student relates correctly the possessive adjectives with the respective pronouns or subjects used, and the student uses them writing and composing simple sentences. Teacher will evaluate the pronunciation and the correct use of the possessive adjectives. So remember what I say, that there will be points related with the procedural and attitudinal. So what I already wrote here. Okay, the warm-up activity is a random activity from the before lesson about the personal pronouns. I am gonna select with the marker. I am gonna spin the marker in order to select a student, and I will use a sentence, and they have to say what is the personal pronouns inside the sentence that I will use. Then the opening um, activity or the opening part, I will use a video from YouTube, and that video is for about 9 or 10 minutes, but I am gonna use like a 15 because I will use the video in order to explain. So I will stop the video, and they will have to take notes also, and I'm gonna explain with the video. Then the development by groups, they have to describe their environment by using, of course, possessive adjectives. So then I explain here at the end of the document. The closure is a feedback. I will ask the students if they have doubts, or I am gonna try to evaluate them with a feedback activity, and also the homework. So in this part, in the development part, I say that they have to prepare by groups, the three or with 3 or 4 students, some sentences. So each student is gonna write 2 or 3 different sentences with 2 or 3 different possessive adjectives, and at the end they have to prepare the pronunciation. They have to group by group, they have to work by groups, and also at the end I will ask just 1 or 2 students of them 1 or 2 sentences, and I will grade, or the grades will be for the whole group. So I select 1 or 2 students, but they have to pronounce, and I'm gonna evaluate the pronunciation and the correct use of the possessive adjectives. And at the end, the homework. Okay, at the end, I will ask the students if they have doubts, or maybe I will evaluate them as a. Remember, it is correct to say, this is my dog Bruno. My name is Bruno. No, yeah, we have to. I have to evaluate them in that way. The homework, they have to create flashcard with a chart with the possessive adjectives. I like to work with index card or flashcards in order that they can study the most important from a topic. Maybe I will evaluate them in the next section, in the next section, or I let them to use those flashcards in a new opportunity. Thank you, teacher. That was all. I always use more than 5 minutes. See you in class.